Police Department. Now I'm here to provide you a briefing on a homicide investigation that we're currently conducting at the 2900 block of Jupiter Hills. This is located in the area of Vegas Valley and Nellis, and it's within our Southeast Area Command. Earlier today at approximately 11:09 a.m., LVMPD dispatch received a 911 call from a male who lived inside an apartment inside the complex located directly behind me. That male indicated that his brother was currently in the house and was acting erratic and was making threatening statements towards his mother, and was also armed with a knife. Officers immediately arrived in the area shortly after the phone call. Immediately upon arriving, they tried to make contact with the residents in the household, and they secured the area and started evacuating neighboring apartments. They were also able to make contact with a male who identified himself as a male that lives inside the house and identified himself as the brother of the male inside, and that his mother was still inside the house and his brother was armed with knives. Officers continued to try to make contact with him. At that time, we believed we potentially had a hostage situation with the mother inside the residence. LVMPD SWAT was additionally called to respond to the scene here. While that is going on simultaneously, officers are continuing to try to make contact with the occupants inside the residence and continue to bullhorn the residents with their loudspeakers. Shortly thereafter, the brother, did exit the residence. When he exited the residence, he was carrying two knives and he was covered in blood. He was taken into custody without incident by patrol officers. After he's taken into custody, patrol officers then entered the apartment, where unfortunately they found the body of a female who had several stab wounds, who we believe is going to be his mother. Based on the information the officers had, the medical arrived shortly thereafter, and medical pronounced her unfortunately deceased here on scene. Based on the details that I provide you, homicide is currently here. We're on scene. We're conducting the investigation. The son, as I already mentioned, is in police custody right now. Right now, he is being processed and having his clothing and everything processed by our ID techs. After that, he'll be booked in the Clark County Detention Center for open murder. Based on that, I'll take any additional questions you currently have right now.
Do you have the approximate age of the three people that were inside?
So we believe that the female inside is approximately in her 70s. We believe the suspect, who is in our custody right now, is in his 30s, and we believe it is her son.
What does this say about another homicide involving domestic violence?
I've been on numerous of these domestic-related murders that we have had recently. Sometimes they end very badly with a murder-suicide, or they end in circumstances like this. They're very tragic. I do encourage anyone, if we're talking about a domestic violence-related issue, to please reach out to your community resources, your non-government entities, or whether it be through the Family Justice Center, and reach out. There is advocates out there for you. There are resources out there for you. If there's other issues within the house, which we don't know, in this case, is there a mental health issue or whatnot, there is mental health resources out there also for the family members. Obviously, that'll be part of our investigation, but we don't know at this time.
Do you have a motive at all, sir?
What's that?
Motive?
Right now, we don't have the motive. We have him in custody. We know that there was some type of verbal altercation that occurred, which obviously then turned physical, and then the knives came into play in this particular incident.
Just to understand the timeline here, the brother had exited the house.
Correct.
And then indicated that his brother and mom were still inside.
That is correct.
Okay.
And who actually lived
At the house? Right now, it sounds like numerous people live there, but they're all family members. Right now, we know that two brothers and the mother live there inside the residence.
About how long did that hostage time period last from the first call to when he came out and was covered?
It sounds like we're talking about roughly 1 hour of time.
Is this the type of thing that going on yesterday?
I don't know the prior history of the calls here. I can't think of I can't think of a prior murder I've been in with these circumstances over here right now. It happened across the street.
In the work that will be done throughout the evening as well.
So right now, we just obtained a search warrant for the residence. So right now, we're going to be out here for numerous hours, processing the scene, where we're documenting the scene. Eventually, the coroner will arrive on scene. When the coroner gets here, we'll start doing all the documenting of the death scene itself inside of the residence itself. There's also additional processing that's going on with the suspect and all the suspect's clothing, which is all standard in what you would do in a homicide investigation. At this time, we don't have any indication at the time of the incident that there was anybody underage. We only have two people in during the actual incident, and that the residence is normally occupied by the two males and the mother. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your patience. Thank you.